brand positioning in one sentence in 30 seconds. No one can do that. But if you cannot, how you expect your target audience to get that, to understand that?
Hi guys, my name is Salma Noreen, and today I came with another interesting episode because this is my favorite field, marketing, and we have a marketing expert with us, and she has her own marketing agency. She already did some job as well in the marketing field. We will ask the questions from her and her experiences that why she chose the business and how she left the job and how it was, if it was easy or hard. So meet our guest, Pauline. How are you, Pauline?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Selma. It's an honor to me to be here and to run this podcast with you. I'm really good, and my spirits are super high because we are about to speak about my favorite topic.
Can you introduce yourself a little bit more and how you started your Brown marketing agency? How was your experience? Means what made you to jump to the business instead of job?
Actually, I started to work when I was 17. So, yeah, really like as fast as I could after I finished my school. So, of course, I started having some jobs. And actually, I had a marketing job for 3 years in a huge beauty company that I think everyone will know. It's like Oriflame. It's a really huge beauty company.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and I was in commercial marketing there. So it was actually the starting point, I guess, when I fell in love with marketing for sure. And then I also realized some gaps and also some challenges that I could not achieve being a part of a huge business, huge machine. So I needed this plan, which I can actually realize by my own. So this is how I started, I guess.
Amazing. So, Pauline, because you started at very early age, 17 only, so after 3 years when you were almost 20, so you started your company. So, you know, when you are doing job, you are getting paid and you are at really good, means high senior role, and you were getting really good pay, salary every month. So when you switch to the business, how you managed, because business doesn't start like paying you every month initially. So how you manage financially or how you stay motivated?
I mean, I have to correct you here because I started to work when I was 17, but not at this company. I also had a small business when I was, I guess, 18 or 19. I was a partner in one fitness studio that we ran before the COVID. But because of the COVID, it also shut it down. And then I swore that no startup ever again because it was so harsh. And I was only 18 years old. So and I had to manage everything, and everything fell down on my shoulders to run the studio, to find clients, also to manage marketing, to manage everything basically. And when I started my job at Oriflame, to be honest, I felt so comfy to have this salary each day, like each correct day, each month, and it was so comfy. But we're not growing in our comfort zone, so kind of when I actually decided that I'm ready to leave Oriflame and I'm ready to start my own business, I still was working there, but I found my clients and I found my team first. So first it was a client and it was request, and I understood that I can help. I'm more than qualified to help the woman who was doing her English courses, and she wanted to just attract new audience. And I was like, okay, I can help her, but I need my team because having your hands full, it's actually like you have to delegate even from the start. Um, and to be honest, like I can say that only 3 months from that moment when I already had three clients, ongoing clients, I started to understand that I'm not handling my job and my business both. Yeah, it was like too much pressure, and also my results were not really good
On
because
job
my
or on
focus was
on
like, yeah,
business?
on job because I was prioritizing kind of my business now. Because when you have your clients, you have this high responsibility before them, and they trust you with their funds, with their strategy, with their business. And at this moment, I realized that I cannot like. It's not a question who I choose, because when you have a corporate job, you have a whole team helping you. You can actually like it's maybe not a good thing to say, but it is how it is. Like you can be not 100% there all the time. Yeah, like there are a
Absent-minded.
lot of corporate, exactly, and so you have like a lot corporate jokes about like how you just put your pencil down your keyboard, so it's like moving, then you're working. But I did not appreciate like
Cheating.
that from that side, yeah, from me. I was really trying hard to handle both. And then, okay, I took the decision. We spoke with my manager, and really, I'm super grateful to her that she also saw this coming, and we just agreed both that this is time for me to leave. And she congratulated me with my business and wish me luck. So yeah, I was really crying leaving, this company. But then I actually understand that okay, this is now only me and my business, no comfy salary coming there, and so you eat what you kill. It's like, and it's super harsh because sometimes when something is not going smoothly, I had my salary. So yeah, sometimes I paid for my team, like I paid their salary from my salary. And it was kind of like, safe space with money that I can anytime enter, take some, and because my team and my clients were the priority, and it is also the biggest mistake I made, and not like taking some priority in myself and saving some funds just for me to feel safe. From that moment, I understood that I was a specialist, not an entrepreneur. This is like I think this is like the biggest mistake each entrepreneur and new founder keep making when you think that you're ready to run the business because you know how the work is done, but you actually were not an entrepreneur yourself. So now you have to come up with a team, with the funds. You have to be a lawyer for yourself. You have to be tax lawyer for yourself. You have to understand all of the deepest, smallest details, and this is now your responsibility, and no one here to help you. You just have your chat GPT, yourself, your friends, your mother saying that, okay, you've done it, you will do this, and it's fine. But to be honest, it is harsh. And then I fell into this like biggest stressful period of my
Oh
life.
my God, oh my God. So I will just summarize again that she had a really good job, but before job, she started her business initially, and that was startup. And due to Corona, it hit. So she just got upset that maybe she is not capable of running a startup, and she started the job instead. But 3 years in job, she realized that maybe she is enough to start her business again, and she immediately didn't leave the job, but actually she started the business along the job. And as we know that nobody can go longer with two boats, so she needed to leave one boat because she thought that maybe I'm cheating or I'm not doing well or it's unfair. So she talked her boss, and boss were the female, so she understood her and she wished her luck. And on the good notes, they left each other. And then she started her business, but reality hit, and she needed to pay the people like employees from her own salary. Is it? And so how you manage, like I understand that when you are doing job, sometimes you know things work and you get clients, and because that's part time and you are not worried about the clients. But when it's full time business, so now you need to wear all the caps. You are HR, you are boss, you are marketing, you are sales, you are everything. So how you manage to win high paying clients on means those days, because you have to arrange the bills, you have to arrange the employee salaries, you have to survive also.
Actually, it was somehow a miracle for me at the beginning because we just got three clients during like this first 2 or 3 months of our business. And it doesn't mean like it was one-time paying client. It was like, yeah,
Regular clients.
these clients are still with us. Yeah, some
Oh
of them, like
wow.
most of them, are with us.
So how many years now they are with you?
Almost 2 years, I guess. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and
that's amazing.
I think I was actually devoting myself into their projects so much that they just saw my appreciation and also my team that we were just so believing in the projects and doing, like really more than we should do according to our contract. So they started recommending us. And was like the only source that we had. Of course, as a marketer, I will tell you that this is not a reliable source of clients because you never know. 1 month it could be like 5 recommendations and 5 signed contracts, but next like 6 months, for example, you have nothing. And we just started our social media. So it was just beginning, not because like we didn't like want to. I really wanted to, but my standards were super high, and I was super.
You were expecting more, and they were just offering
Yes,
less. So you were
yeah.
rejecting
It was
them.
kind of like this because I thought that as a marketing agency, we had to make it perfect. But if I'm being honest, it's better to do this less perfect, but do this instead of actually every time trying to make it more and more perfect and never done it at all. So for now, we started our social media and started also to gain some new clients from social media. But before that, almost 2 years, the only source we got it was recommendations. So I understood that okay, we're doing our job good, and they are recommending us more and more. So I have like my phone exploding from the recommendation, and it's really cool. But then I also realized it's not only not reliable source because there are all of type of clients there, but first of all, now I have to choose. I have to choose if I can help or if this business is ready to take the help I'm willing to give. And I will explain more maybe here because I introduced myself as a marketing strategist. So our specialization is marketing strategy, not just social media posts. And if you hear about marketing, like let's say on the high level here, everyone is saying about social media and posting in social media and
Yeah, less people are understanding that there is a strategy behind posts, because as without a proper strategy, posts are nothing. You are not, means you should think strategically, like for long term, what you will be getting from those posts. So yeah, this is a confusion among the new startup owners, that they don't understand that the 1,000 dirham or 2,000 dirham guys who are just creating your social media posts like 15 posts per month, blah blah blah, that's nothing, and that will not be helpful at all. So yeah.
exactly. And also, it hit me when I actually was counting unit economic for my friend's beauty salon. She was going really down in minuses, like, and it was really awful. So, okay, we sit down and we took this and we checked the unit economy. And she was doing like manicure, like hairstyles and stuff. And we counted that each manicure she was providing services to, it was minus like few like rubles. It was in Belarus, so minus few like dollars, let's say. So it's going in minus. So even if I'm attracting 100 new clients, she will be in minus because the strategy itself, it's not like it's not having a goal to go to plus, like to rise the business from the ashes. Because this strategy, it was no strategy. It was just like we're surviving because we had these prices because our clients can pay this price. But you haven't checked that you have to also pay for
Costs.
everything for, yeah, exactly, cost of rent, also like water, electricity, and
So her
salary.
big mistake or big problem was, or big challenge was that poor maths.
Exactly. And then I also realized that if we're not checking the ground before, how can I be sure that whenever we bring more clients or more views or everything that founder ask us to bring, if it's actually gonna matter to the business? Then we start to filter our clients by that. So we're checking business model first. For me, it's crucial because if I'm not checking this and making a strategy, then he will not get the results he wants. And then he will blame marketing that is not working.
So you and I know that strategy matters a lot, but mostly your clients, they don't believe that if their strategy, because they can't see something, it's like we need to just plan something for them, and they just don't believe it, or they think that this is just extra just to increase the price or blah blah blah. So how you manage those clients who are actually not understanding the way of our work, and how you just convince them to pay you good money because you are different than the normal social media poster, because social media poster is just like creating post and post like this, because mostly even the post design is done by graphic designer or someone, so they are just posting. So that posting can be at cheaper price, but creating proper strategy, taking proper responsibility of your growth, and always checking that why something is working and something is not working for you, or where is the problem, why your growth is not happening. This is a huge responsibility. So I understand that your prices should be like really good, like so you can be satisfied as well, or pay your team as well. So but how you convince your clients to pay you more?
I think the word convince could be also taken as a lie to them, or like, to attract them, or what tricks am I making to attract more payful audience. But it's not like that. My point is, first of all, I'm offering just to check their marketing strategy. So this is like an audit. I have to check the numbers first. I'm asking the goal. I'm also asking what channels do they use, and also asking questions about their clients' needs. Then, to be honest, I understand it like a helicopter view picture. We see there is not only the social media that they run, also the service they have after their clients purchase the product. So we also have to check there. And during this audit, I'm actually gathering the picture, and I understand that the full picture comes only after like few months of hard work, but still, I can gather like a high-level picture and show it to the founder. Let me see. Here you have, like, for example, you have, it was my previous experience with a brand of water. I will not name it, but it was a brand of premium water. So the guy showed me their social media post, and said that, okay, we paid for this influencer to promote us, so we're expecting more sales. And he's showing me his Instagram, and I ask if I can see the statistics there. Yeah, and then I see this amount of reach, this amount of interaction. And then I ask him, are you sure your clients will be in Instagram? Who are your clients? And he said, everyone who drinks water. This is the mistake, because for
Everyone drinks
him,
water, but they are not going to buy this from Instagram
exactly,
especially.
because are you buying water from
No.
Instagram? Exactly. And but he was paying for influencers to move his product up there. And I was like, okay, but what if we are talking B2B? You can sell it to restaurants, you can sell it to hotels, or to fitness room for like some brands, like luxury brands. And after that, I was saying that, come on, Instagram will not bring you paying customers. Of course, it will bring you awareness. But actually, if we're taking sales wise, first step should be B2B connections. And the second step, when you already have the money and signed contracts, you are trying to raise this awareness. But it was actually our like 5 minutes dialogue. But if I'm taking a whole audit, I'm asking a lot of questions, gathering the map and showing, okay, you're doing this and that. So you're doing like this amount of work, and you are thinking, this is a kind of linear thinking, that when you invest in social media and you get this reach and millions of views and 15,000 followers from one reel, you think that after one reel you get this amount of clients. But this is a linear thinking. And actually, we have a whole strategy. Imagine as a tree growing. So it's a real huge map. There is no linear steps. It's like one step happens because of another one. And at each step, you have to ask, does this bring me money? Why am I doing that? Why do they have to read that? Why do they have to save this post? And if you are starting to ask questions, you understand that, okay, I don't have all of the answers. Do your audience then will have these answers? No way. So my way of attracting a client is to sharing my view. And first of all, I'm trying to put on the table as much help as I can from the start, yeah, for free from the start, just to show what I'm showing here. And if the founder catches my idea and I see that, okay, now he gets me, this is my client. But if the person is refuses and saying, okay, this is all blah, 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 I don't want to hear this, okay, so we are not sharing the same idea. And now I will be wasting my energy, to convince him rather to do the work. And this is why the word convincing for me, it's not the way I would like it to sound. Yeah, so my job is here to show, okay, we can do this and that, and I can answer any question here why it should be done. And if I don't have an answer, I'm also honest. So to have this answer, I can check with my team because I have like 15 specialists in each field, and I can ask, or I can, after consultation, I can check the numbers to actually take some time to think about that and then came back with an answer. I'm super honest here. And also, I'm not an expert in everything. When you're in business, I think you also understand me that as much new information as you get, as much this feeling you get that you know nothing.
So true. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, my next question is that, as we have limited time, and even you already experienced this in past, that when you try to do job plus business, so you understood that immediately that no, you can't work like means you have some productive hours. You can't be productive everywhere or the longer time. So we have limited energy time or productive time. So how you manage overall, like for example, uh, you need only good paying clients only. You don't need the clients who waste your energy. Even you are offering something free, you are just explaining them, it all will cost you some time to do research, to study, and then go back, have meeting, and then explain them. So you can't like do this to 100 of the people because you have limited time, you have to do the other stuff as well. So how you manage or how you filter or qualify your leads, or how you just go to the only specific clients, while you have at least 70% hope that okay, they can afford my solution. Because you know what, when you have good quality, you just need to target the good paying clients also, like premium clients. It's not like you are just wasting energy for like, you already know that they can't afford. So what's point of just keep telling them or keep wasting your time and energy there? Yeah. So how you manage that phase overall?
I have to be honest, I'm still on my way to figure this out because this is nothing like I'm an expert in business in 2 years. Of course, we will know that even after 20 years of that, it will be still a whole journey along. But to be honest, we have different also sources of getting clients. And to secure that we have clients flow, I understand that if I'm the only source giving clients to my business, we are done. Because, of course, as you said, it's my energy, my time, and I can also get sick. And, if I fell down for like two weeks, what's going to happen? But for now, we have actually the huge help from AI to find B2B leads because we built a system that generates clients for us. And if I'm explaining a bit more, just let's say it's a tip of the iceberg. But this system actually sends messages to our potential clients, and we filter them long before. So it's filtering like exact niche, and we start to search for the niche. And after the niche, we are also taking the small, medium businesses with, let's say, 10 to 50 workers inside. And then to send in different messages with our hypothesis, what should work for them. But this is like only one mechanism we have. The second is me going to such events like networking events and talking to people. And when I talk with people, I'm not trying to explain this to everyone. First of all, I'm trying to make friendship, just connections, just speaking to people. And then from time to time, you hear the problem and you offer this piece of solution, like, I think this will work for you, for example. And friends, it's like I think it's the best investment you can make because you invest in your time, but you also give something in advance, the energy, the support, and also some fun around here. And making friends was actually the best decision I made here because just alone talking with them, you understand if you can help them and you understand if they have someone who can share my thoughts in their circle of people. So this was my idea because, of course, if I would try to reach everyone around me and explaining this idea, I would run out of energy really quick. So that's why I'm not trying to take the world now. I'm just making friends and seeing how it goes. And for me, this is kind of the, let's say, calm and safe way to do this and to check the ground here in Dubai for first. And I guess when you're shifting your focus from make new clients to make new friends, it sounds easier for you. But if we're taking like this make new clients idea and what is actually happening inside my brain while I'm hearing that, because I'm really I love neuromarketing and just neuroscience as well. And I was reading about the dopamine level and also how the task, an unachievable task, actually sounds to our brain. For example, achieve new client, like get new clients, or let's say make like 100K followers. This is task that your brain can't actually solve because how? So you have to drop it to some like small pieces that will sound achievable. Because to get, for example, 100K followers sounds harsh, but make 5 to 6 video, it's okay. Like per week, it's okay. It's just a task, and then you are not time limiting your goal. Okay, you just have this ongoing routine, and you have to be stable there. And this is what I'm actually also doing with the achieving new clients. So I'm making new friends. I know to get clients, I have to go to these networking events, but only events that I actually like because I have to share also some vision with people. So if I'm choosing events I really like, so probably I will meet there more friends who share my idea. So this is actually the closest to the new clients. I'm here closer to new client that I could be if I will go to every networking event and go to every people and to share my card. Like send me a message. I'm doing marketing. Okay. This is for me exhausting. So I'm choosing like the way of soul, let's say. Okay, going to events, then talking to people, making new friends, inviting them to drink coffee. And actually, so far, this leads me to really, let's say, good quality people who shares my ideas. And it's actually not exhausting me too much. And by the way, also social media working. My team is always sharing with me any projects, ideas they see, or they know that someone is looking for someone, so they sharing. We have this B2B generation system, so we get leads. But it's not only your single responsibility now to wake up, to go and to gain as much people as you can. This is exhausting, and this
Amazing. So, if I will summarize, Pauline, she is not only marketing expert, but she's actually mental health expert for marketers. So, how she manages like few clients, but premium clients, and not after like world. So she's just like picking the few good clients. And this is really good strategy that you are building your own people community, like picking few events where you can actually make friends, and even they will not be converting as a paying clients. They will actually introduce you to others as well. So that's amazing. But now I have a question, and I know that everyone is thinking the same question what I'm thinking. By the way, guys, you are enjoying the overall podcast? I am enjoying a lot. I really don't want to speak. I want to listen her all the time.
I'm sorry if I'm speaking too
No, no,
much.
no. I want to listen you more.
Thank you so much.
You are sharing a lot of knowledge.
Thank you so much. And actually, this is how we met.
Yeah.
because my friend introduced me to you. You
Yeah.
see that it's working.
Yeah. So she's sharing knowledge, and that's also free. Usually, nobody comes and share their knowledge or her struggle like this way. So I'm really appreciating you. That I appreciate your energy, your time, and your efforts. Okay, so our next question, I think this is important for everyone because as a founder or as someone in marketing field, how you deal with the new trends, new technology, or every single day now is AI era, and now AI is new normal. So how you manage learning new stuff all the time, keeping yourself up to date, and then how to manage the clients as well. Means you need to do a lot of stuff like what you already learned now, because there are new trends, you need to make like unlearn, learn new again, and then you are like, as you have clients since 2 years, so they are your priority, so you need to change the stuff for them as well. How you manage everything?
I mean, it's really interesting question. Thank you, because actually, not so many time ago, I actually changed my mind about that. Because before that, I was thinking, yeah, exactly. There are tons of tools now, and every new AI is just like appearing. Come on, like stop, please, guys. Let's be like I really love to have like three or four favorite tools I'm using. Okay, I'm stuck with them. But now, new era, and you have to be flexible. But I was thinking, okay, if I cannot manage everything by myself, I can hire someone to manage this for myself. It was a delusional idea, to be honest, because of course, I'm recommending my founders, my clients, to hire a marketing expert to, to help yourself and not to handle everything by yourself. But actually, you have to understand everything is going on. And but there is a more easy way, let's say, for me. I'm switching my focus from the tools that we have, new tools, to the problems that we have now, because every tool is created to help you with something, and each trend shows that, okay, now there is AI noise among everything, and now we have AIs inside of AIs, like the one AI that holds like 10 or 12 like or 20 systems inside. So actually this is showing us that now, if you're focusing on the problem that is appearing among with the solution that we get, if we're switching to problem, we have to ask, okay, I have this problem. What exact tool will help me with this problem? Not just trying to learn about each and every, but focus on the problem and problem of my clients, of course. And here, for example, with the AI content, I also tried to do this myself. I understood also the issue. I understood the process that actually you're very confused with all of this, like how to make it. But this is like only the content. You can do analytics. You can do any system like without programming, and you can do everything. But actually switching to the back to the problem, this is where I start. For example, from commercial marketing where I was working, we had this program, Power BI. This program basically gives you all of the data about the company. So you have like, let's say, all of the campaigns that you had like in past 10 years or 5 years, whatever. You can just click and and it shows you results. So you can analyze it, and based on that, making some decisions. Okay. But small and medium businesses, they don't have it. They it is good if they have the financial written anywhere, to be honest, and any Excel table, it would be good. But if I'm being realistic, some of them, like they just like, okay, yeah, maybe I have this table somewhere there, like please ask Lisa to send it over you, because they are too much is happening there. They are not really having everything by their hand. So I was, okay, can I actually make a system like that? Because I really enjoyed working in commercial marketing because you have these fancy tools. But if I'm now working with the small and medium businesses, I was like, okay, can I make it for them, actually to help them? And I made it. Also with AI, I was programming, but I had like also my boyfriend is programmist, and I have programmist friends, and also they showed me that, okay, you have this problem. And for this problem, we have this AI solution that we've tested a few times and it's working for us. Okay, we sit together and we've tried to make an MVP, let's say, like just a dashboard from all of the numbers. And I was like, okay, this is good. This is actually good because all of the numbers actually I'm also giving to my client as a report. It's also kind of heavy because like just imagine with the paid ads, like among the reach, clicks, whatever you have, like leads, you have to track everything, and founders actually don't look at it and they ask me like by the phone, like, okay, how many
Yeah.
like leads we get
So
today.
instead of
So I was like,
Excel
okay.
or the PDF, you started interactive dashboards.
Yes.
So amazing.
Yes, now we created this interactive dashboard, and there I actually placed my favorite part is a coffee check. When you sip in your Monday morning coffee, you would just want to check what's up there. So this is like a shortcut version. Okay, you have like one call during this week with the marketing team, like 3 new leads per today, or like 12 per last week, and this marketing campaign is actually active, and like it's just like a small shortcut, or like for example that you have to approve some creatives. That's it. So this is all of the information you need so far. If you want to ask more, you have or rather or AI assistant or real life assistant, or you can just scroll down the dashboard and to see more. So this is what I'm creating, and actually with all of the AI tools that we have, I had to test it before. But first we focus on the problem, then we look for these solution tools. And you have ChatGPT just to ask, okay, if I have this problem, what kind of solution would be the best among the all AIs? And it's answer you. So you would just have to choose and to check. Unfortunately, you have to check by yourself. You have to understand how it works. So then you can actually say to ChatGPT, okay, this one works not good for me. I want to something that makes this and that. So then you are checking the next one. But it's not like you have to keep up with all of the news. Of course, it's good to be aligned with everything that is happening in the world. But still, let's be honest, a lot of noise, and you see nothing in one of this. Like it feels like you're riding with a really high speed, and imagine you're in the car and your speed is like 200 kilometers per hour. What do you see? Basically,
And if something all of a sudden will come, then you can't control.
you cannot actually you cannot control, and you cannot do the maneuver. You cannot do anything, and you will just crash. So that's why less speed, less more thinking about the problem itself, how it can be solved. And I know that time is like it feels like a pressure now, but still the stress is not helping. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You learned with your experiences. Now I have a question. Like you were in a job and you got the opportunity and then you switched to or you just started like secretly building your own business. So how you manage the same situation in your own company? Like for example, I strongly believe that being a founder or owner of your own business, the huge responsibility comes on your own head because your team will not be taking that responsibility the way you can. It's not their business, it's your business. That's why for them it's just a job. So and also as you are when you are depending too much on your team, sometimes they start checking the other options or hyping options or like stealing your stuff and then trying to start something or build something part time, or maybe they start doing these things, especially in the marketing companies when we have mostly resources remotely, so we can't track them properly. Like they can say things, and now it's AI era, so they have the exact excuse that yeah, because this is new thing and I'm learning, I'm doing this or I'm trying or like this happening, that happening. So how you manage that environment in your team?
Yeah, actually, it happened to me. Also, everything that you mentioned, I really feel that this is like, yeah, like you knew what to ask. And of course, first time I also felt it and saw that someone is taking my files, or I just realized that something familiar I see in their offers, because also I'm not. I'm not saying that you cannot do the side hustle jobs. You can, because so far I don't have company structure when we have signed contracts like long term. So it's like a project. We have a project and we assemble the team for yes, with the freelancers. But these freelancers mostly work with me. I know that they had before side projects, and I was open because also I'm planning to create a company with long-term contracts. But first of all, I have to also check the ground and check people. And I'm taking with me also loyal people. And if I understand that they are with me and they're sharing my ideas, I open. And then, of course, there will be NDA signed. But before that, when I was starting, I also understood that, okay, now we're a group of freelancers doing the projects, let's be honest. And I cannot just sit and tell, like, okay, you cannot work anywhere apart from me if I cannot deliver this amount of clients so these people can actually feed their families or, like, to. Yeah, it was like that I was trying my best to bring as much clients as I could. Also, we have a fee. If you attract new clients, you get a fee like 10 or 15% rather from first month, or for example, a least percentage during the LTV of the client. It's like lifelong value of the client. But if I'm taking us back to your question,
Okay, my question was that, like, it's okay, we can allow them to work when they means they have bills, they have families to feed, so it's okay, they can just do more work to arrange the money, especially when they are freelancers. So yeah, we shouldn't like lock them with us. But how you lock them, like not stealing your clients, not stealing your strategy and using somewhere else, like this should be yours, yeah. So your data, your stuff, your strategies should remain with you only, you know.
to be honest, like I never had someone actually trying to steal a client from me. But I had a client who just preferred to stay with some of the services we provided. Because, for example, we had full marketing services like with the paid ads, also designers, also marketing, and everything under one umbrella. And then, according to the budget situation or whatever happened to my client, he decided, okay, now we stay only with the paid ads, let's say, because we need full info or full fleet of the clients now. And actually, I'm not holding my reins that back. We agreed with the client that this case belongs to my agency, so it was agreed with us, and I'm taking this with me. Uh, Even if the team decided to continue to work with me without me, they can do that. But it also means that no new clients, and we're not working together anymore. I'm not giving them more. And if they take this decision to go by themselves, they're free to do that. But for me, it also means that, okay, that you're not getting any new tools, any updates that we have. And all of the time I'm investing in my agency and in my team, if you're not appreciating this is your choice. And because you have to also understand the background. Whenever we had a difficult situation with the client, I was the first one to come there and to speak. To defend my team, and to be there, because we had a lot of difficult situations. I cannot even stop thinking about them. But whenever my team needed me, I was there. And even if the client was like refusing to pay, I was paying to my team. And it was crucial for me, so they feel safe, as it was a paid job, like a job, like a contract job, like normal one. Because I had these values before from a commercial marketing when I felt safe, so I was taking this responsibility. Also, once I remember when I was 19 years old and I was working in a startup, once I didn't get paid. And I was working for some like 3 months, and I didn't get paid in the end. And I remember that feeling, and I also went to lawyer and almost went to court. And I understood that this process, it was awful and dreadful. So I decided I will not be that kind of founder. So now with my values, maybe I was too soft in the beginning, but I decided that with that values, I will be a magnet for my team. So if you're staying with me, I'm taking all of the hard work, all of the hardest decisions, all of the hardest conversations, and giving you freedom just to do your work, just to do your creation. So it was my mission. And if someone is not appreciating it, okay, it's a choice and I will find someone new. But it's a question rather if they will find something like that in the future. I hope they will. But if I'm focusing like how to hold them, I will never hold them. I would rather create an environment than when where they choose to be. So for me, actually, this is the question I have to solve because exactly if we're coming back to what I was saying before, if you will ask my brain how to hold my team from not stealing, not going, not thinking of doing their own business, this is unmanageable. You cannot do this. You cannot somehow influence that. So that's why, okay, I'm filtering here. Create an environment for your team. Also discussing with them actually their expectations and also how do they feel. Because, for example, hello, how do you feel? This is the most often question I ask them. Before I have a work question, first of all, how are you? Are you okay? Are you enjoying? How is it going with this client? Is it tough or not? And yeah, sometimes even I feel like this person is not revealing everything, but I'm just, I'm here, okay? Like, just let me know when something is not good. And this is the way I'm showing that I care. And actually, even when mostly at the times that are tough, I have to show that I'm here. Everything will be okay. We're not a family. Of course, I'm not like this kind of founder that calls my business a family. No, but I'm here as a respectful partner who is here just to signalize when something is wrong, and I'm gonna be here. And this is what I actually can do. And of course, if I'm being honest, part of my team are actually having something on their own, and I respect them, and it's okay. I know that they will be not signed contracts employees in the future, but so far they've been doing a great job for me, and we've been like partners, so it's okay for me. But let's see.
Perfect. So I will be asking the similar question again, but you can pass if you don't know for now, because for now maybe you didn't have any bad experience just because you are so good and you are trying to be really caring for your team. And some people are actually born good, and some people become good with their own experiences because they just face something negative, so they decide, as you decided, that I will not be like this, because we just saw the example that okay, now this is the bad example and we don't want to become like this. But still there are the people who are actually greedy by nature. Okay, it's not your fault, actually they are like this, or maybe they didn't experience yet that their greediness take them where, like, means they choose the wrong path maybe sometimes. Okay, so my question is that, like, sometimes it happens in the team that they, means it's not your fault at all. Sometimes two colleagues, they have some problem with each other. Like one thinks that I actually work more, other things that actually I work more, okay? And they eventually start thinking that even without him, we can work. So they frame each other somehow, or they just start drama like politics, etc. Then they team up with the other colleagues somehow. Sometimes it happens like, workplace politics, etc. And sometimes it happens that some people have their ego that they think that because they are doing work, or like company is running just because of them, okay, or they think that like, okay, you are business owner, you are living in Dubai, you have expenses here, you have office expenses, you have bills and everything, blah blah blah. So you can share a small percentage with them, not a whole 100%, but they get this thought from somewhere that why she is keeping some amount, or why she is actually keeping while we are working. They will not calculate this thing that because you have business there, that's why you are getting clients, or you are meeting people, or you have your own brain, you have your own style, you are investing on that, that's why you need to keep that some percentage, okay? But they will just like get their bad negative mind that we deserve full 100%. So if not 100%, he should pay 90% to us and keep 10%. That's the reasonable for her to bring the clients only, like this. And then either they secretly start something, or they will just contact your client without telling you. And because your client thinks that this is your team, so they don't understand that this is something like bypassing you. They think that it's like team thing, or you are aware of this thing, but you are not aware of that thing. And they are just trying to client, I mean, like connecting with them on LinkedIn, or trying to just go with their um, friends, etc., or connections, etc. And building something like privately, but it's actually yours, which is unethical. I feel that's unethical. Like I know that there are people who do this thing, that they will be secretly doing something which you don't know, and until you will know, maybe your whole team will be against you, and you don't know that what happened exactly. It means it's not your fault at all, but they just did something, and then something happens, and then they are just keep hiding because means it's not related to you, or sometimes they have their own mindset like this. So how you handle those situations?
I think the kind of situation you're describing, thank God it didn't happen to me like
Yeah,
that.
so maybe if it will happen, how you will handle this?
I mean, but I had something similar. And in this kind of environment, also, when we see that someone is taking, let's say, a part of our team or some experts from our team and inviting them to another project, you cannot like do anything to order these people not to work together. It's nothing you can do right now. But first of all, they think you do not know, but you will feel it from the start. I'm sure that if the ground is shaky, you will feel it. As an earthquake, you will feel it. And first of all, it sounds funny, but I knew that. I saw it. Someone sent something to me, or something said, or I saw, but I knew that. And for me, it was, first of all, the bad feeling like, okay, this is happening. Now I'm not a good entrepreneur and I'm not a good founder. So they're doing that. But after that, I thought, okay, this is the decision they're making. And anytime I can find a new team who shares my values. And if they're taking, let's say, this client and gathering, like let's imagine your situation, and asking clients to go with them, let's imagine that from this moment, they do not have a stable business. They have, again, a group of two now freelancers trying to get business. And even they're attracting this new client. When you start something new, your dopamine level goes high, and you have this feeling you can achieve everything. But actually, to be a good founder, it means that you are managing also the low part. And if some of your team are like just taking your clients their way and showing that they can do this work, let's say cheaper for him, but more expensive for them, it doesn't mean that this is a stable business and they can give you stable results, because now they have to manage everything that I was managing. So it will not be the same. And in this kind of a stressful environment, and if they initiated it and you're discussing this with a client, you're talking about two people that just took the loyalty off the table and sabotage your work. And these people are offering you to go with them. Do you share the values to go with them? Do you really want now your project to be run by this kind of people? If you do, you're free to go. But if you're really thinking straight, I can hire new people in my team. Check, of course, them before to bring you to this project. But I can find you people doing the exact job. But to find or to build a new agency that will do from the scratch, like a perfect way agency that will handle everything, it's really hard. It took me years. And why it should take them a few days, or let's say, to create it and to handle with my clients everything perfectly? Because in the end of the day, when the client will refuse to pay, what will you do? Now it's just only you and this client. Okay, this is now your job. And I understand that in this case, if I feel something like you described, or I'm in this situation, first of all, I will speak with the client directly without any, like, let's say, shields, and I will tell this happened. And the way I'm going to handle this, I'm bringing or my different team or a new specialist for your project. Of course, you have the offer, but it is your decision. But if we have a contract, we have to also go through all of the points I'm pasting there, how to end the contract. It is really important, and it took me also years to realize that, like with each new year of my business, the contracts get longer and longer because there are really many points that should be taken. And thank God for now, I think we have in our contract everything that is saving us and my clients as well. So if he wants to end this, he can. But we have all of the, yes, exit policies. Yeah. So we are making everything by the contract, then going out, and he decide to go with them, feel free. So for me, it's also important. I'm not entering any drama. I will not fight over client because I will get more new clients that share my vision that I can actually help to. But imagine if you are trying to fight every drama you have around you, you making yourself like you're taking yourself and putting inside of the drama circle instead of being a circle of good people, good clients, new opportunities. And now you're operating with everything that comes up to you. But it's have to be the opposite. Like you're operating with something in your like outside circle. So from my point of view, okay, they want drama, leave them to it. Okay, they want drama. I will be happy if they will build a beautiful marketing agency by themselves. Maybe we can be competitors, but come on, I will find my way to do it better. And no drama, please. I do not have energy and time for this. So, and all of the systems, for example, if we're talking about the systems, of course, like let's say commercial proposals are sending before to my team to first of all to agree because they're gonna be do the work. So we have to agree on all of the points, and then they go to clients. And of course, they can steal some parts of it. But still, some parts of my job is not making the same job. It's completely different. And all of the systems that I have, and also the dashboard I was mentioning today, it's also under my own server. So I'm also learning about cyber security to also secure myself from stealing something really meaningful to me. And yeah, so I think this is like that.
Amazing. You are a person with a growth mindset, and you're amazing. That you
Thank you so
you
much.
don't want fights, you don't want negativity. You just want to be like, it's okay. They can take everything, and I will start new because I know.
Exactly, because I've done it and I can do this again and I can do this ever and ever again. Like it's just depends.
Yeah. Maybe they need it so they can keep it.
Yeah, so they needed this too much. So, okay, you can have it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a really wonderful conversation, and now I want to like talk about some positivity. That can you share some really success story, like good success story of your client who got like amazing results because of your marketing strategy? So is there any like client story you want to share?
I think I can, but
Without mentioning their name, because yeah, there are
yeah, and
NDAs and there.
unfortunately, I cannot mention any numbers. I mean, like numbers, like money wise, because
Yeah, I
with my
understand.
clients, I'm signing NDA, and
Yeah.
being a marketing expert, it's also like you are taking responsibility of the data of these people.
Yep.
So this
Yeah.
is really,
No, you. Yeah, we are not
but
allowed on
I
the
can, of course, I can share something.
on the public. We are not allowed to share some sensitive data. So you can't mention the name of the client. You can't mention the company, or you can't mention the exact figures in terms of the money or in terms of the results. But yeah, still you can mention few things like how it went from start to end and how happy they were Like the emotions are the, like you can share
Mhm.
that one without mentioning their name or brand.
Yeah, I think. Oh my God.
You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
some
I
story.
have a lot of them, but I'm still thinking what to. I think like from the last ones, I was really happy, and the client was really happy about great position on Switch. It is really hard niche we were working in, and maybe it will be interesting actually. It is a 3D printing niche. And imagine that I never knew anything like really about the 3D printing, so I had to also learn a lot. But the problem actually was that, okay, we have the 3D printing market and they're competing versus traditional manufacturing like milling or casting details for any kind of production, like, for example, in medicine or in car constructing. So it was a challenge. Okay, how do we actually show our brand among all of them? And first of all, with the positioning that we were having, we were comparing 3D printing to milling and casting and showing that this is more fast, this is cheaper, this is better. And to be honest, it was not leading anywhere because we still had like a lot of space. Like we were entering a huge space of doubts, of calculating. Rather, it's for the huge production manufacturer, let's say, you're still calculating. Rather, I'm buying like the whole machine who is doing million of casting details for me 24/7 with the people running it, or I'm buying this fancy 3D printing machine and relying now my business on that. And then we kind of with my team understood that we are not leading anywhere with that. So our question was first of positioning the product of our client, the 3D printer they were making. Is it solving any kind of a market problem in 3D market print in 3D printing market? Yes, and then we understood that the quality of this 3D printer is better, and of course, every founder is saying that my product is better. But this one, actually, we measured every technical details versus the market, and understood that they actually were solving the issue that other 3D printers had. And of course, not all of the competitors were truthful about what exactly they're making. But these guys actually were. And okay, then I thought it would be great switching our positioning from comparing to the whole world of manufacturing just to 3D printing market standards and showing, okay, this is a standard that you have to keep in order to make detail for car constructing, medicine, whatever you're making. So we started to set the standard of 3D printing and checked that there were no standard certified before. And for us, it sounds like, okay, with this positioning, we stop competing with this red ocean of whole world manufacturing, but switching to the narrow market problem itself and setting the standard first of our competitors. I can imagine that they will be angry, but still, for the customer, for the end customer, it's not for them now to ask a question: should I choose 3D printing or like traditional manufacturing? Now, the question that we set before them is what quality of 3D printing is actually acceptable for your task. And now, when we are setting the standard, you're just choosing from our options. Like you're not choosing versus everything you have in the manufactured world. And with my team, we were very happy, and we introduced this idea to client. And we said that this 3D printer was made by engineers for engineers. So, and this was just let's say, blowing mind conception that just ruined this fighting over competitors field and took our client just to the narrow market. And they actually felt that, yes, this is about us. This is our brand. This is how we want to sound. We switched our positioning and
Become leaders.
Exactly. So we're still on our way, and of course, recasting takes time, like recasting everything we had before. But actually, in such complicated niches, it is extremely hard to come up with the positioning like that, and the positioning that is by itself showing why they have to choose you from one question, from one just one sentence. Your audience understand why should they choose you. And for us and for my client, it was really important step. And I also saw the results from just inside the team that okay, now they had some updates in the system. Now they had some new achievements inside the machine. So I felt somehow when we came up with this positioning, also the brand itself blossomed. And it was just like one story. It was one of my latest, and I'm not sharing like numbers wise results because I cannot. But the client was very happy. My team was very happy. Yeah, it's like one story.
I can feel. I
Yeah, I
can
mean,
feel for the new marketing guys. Okay, are the guys who are just studying marketing just now. Okay, because it's already we are in AI era. So and now AI is just changing so many things. But still, you have your own experience for past 2 years. So what are the best tools in 2026 you want to recommend the new marketing guys or the overall marketing agencies? They must try
I mean tools in terms of learning or in terms of working.
to make their marketing better or the easier. Like we can't try all the tools, we can't learn all the tools. So what are the tools you are using, are you already used, and you want to recommend to others? Like the which one you think that they are better, and they if they call them experts, they should know that tool.
Okay, so first of all, let's say about analytics, because first of all, when we start any kind of a marketing strategy, we start from analytics. We analyze the market first, then competitors, then our target audience.
So
And
you are talking about the Google Analytics?
not only,
Yeah.
because
The Facebook Analytics or the other overall analytics of any tool, like any platform.
yes, but not really. Starting from analytics, let's say, imagine that we have in the internet like open reports about everything. When we talk about open reports that we have in the internet, we have reports about any kind of a niche. Let's say a niche of also advertising or cafes or just restaurants, and whatever niche is there, there is an open report about something, some changes about the market, and you can analyze these reports. But if we are talking reality, let's say human resources like are limited, and you cannot read every report you can, but you can go to Perplexity, for example, and to throw there some reports and gather information. Why I'm saying Perplexity for now, because AIs like ChatGPT have this hallucination rate. So they can actually answer what you expect them to answer, not a reality. So it's really important in the prompt to say that I want you to base your answer only on reliable sources that I'm sending to you. If you don't have this information, please tell me that you don't have this information. After you analyzing such reports, it's really important that you gather as much as you can. You have a picture of the market, and of course you have to now go to competitors. And here comes also Google Analytics, Facebook Analytics, and actually everyone is keep forgetting about Facebook library of ads.
That's really helpful and my favorite tool, because you can just see your that businesses, similar businesses ads, and what working for them. So you can actually analyze that. Okay, which one we can create, and it can save a lot of money, time, energy.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what we do, but sometimes when I'm saying that, it's surprising for people, for founders, because it's really open, and you can check also in Google Ads the ads that your competitors might have, And for example, life hack, let's say, how could you understand from all of these tools, because they're not saying how much clients they got your competitor. So how to understand which ad will work better. You taking the ad with really high reach, and also checking how much days do they run the ad. For example, if it's like around 20 or even 30 days, it's probably reliable and it's working for them. And here, actually, you can go and check the benchmark of ads in this niche, in this market, and gather, like, let's say, approximate budget per day that is recommended for such niche. So now you can calculate how much budget do they spill there. And now you can understand, or you underinvesting or you are overinvesting.
Overinvesting.
Yeah. And but I think, like, also in general, if we're not diving deep into these details, it's really cool that you can actually understand if someone is running this ad for 30 days, it must be enough. So you can check what is inside. And if we're talking about really cool marketing tools in terms of making my life easier, it's any kind of a mind maps that's actually helping me, like Miro, for example, I'm using. It's helping to throw all of the strategy, like a picture, like a helicopter view, and to show it to founder, so he really sees the big picture.
The tool name what you mentioned?
Miro. Yeah, it's Miro board or something like this. Yeah. And I know that also for me it's super helpful that Miro is connecting with the different apps. For example, with Notion. All of my system now is inside Notion. Not for long, but it is really useful. And you can gather all of the information in one project, publish it online, and show it to your client. This is really cool. And each of my clients gets their own online live page. So, and there they have like the place where the marketing lives. So you can connect everything you want there, and it's super helpful. But I hired a person who actually constructed it exactly for my
The way you
needs.
want.
Yeah, because you have a lot of the templates, like free templates you can use. It will be helpful. But in my case, I really needed something in a high quality standard. So yeah, in this case, I understood, okay, I have to hire someone, explain what I want to see, and now I have the system. Yeah, but stepping back for analyzing your target audience. Let's say having something like a CRM system for tracking your calls, or just any kind of AI that helps you to record the call, to record all of the tokens with your potential clients or with your clients. It doesn't matter if you are doing the talking, if you are selling or you have a sales manager. You have to record each and every call you make with the client. Then you're going, rather in this system, like or in AI, you're extracting the text, then throwing this text to AI. It could be any AI. I'm using ChatGPT, for example. And then you're asked the question, what were the most frequent asking questions? Or what fears do you feel in this dialogue? Or what kind of objections did they have, like my clients? And you're taking all of that. This is your content plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
in this case, of course, you in your social media you want to talk about your product, but it's 50% of what you want to talk about, and 50% what they actually need to know. And of course, I can sit and speak about complicated like marketing KPIs and stuff, but I understand that my founders, for example, they do not know them. So I have to translate it to real people language and understand that, okay, don't look at this likes and reach. You have to look at cost per lead, for example. This is what is important for you. So this is why also in my content I will use like 50% of what I wanted to show, but 50% of this frequent asking question. And this is helpful. And in terms of tools, I can maybe also name Canva.
Canva. Okay.
Yes,
That's
because
amazing.
if you're professional in Canva, I think it can lead you to doing really high quality presentations that will convert. And for a long time, for me, my presentations were, my clients were complimenting my presentations that were really like high quality and really good. And I'm also enjoying somehow doing that. But still, if you don't want to, invest all of the time in Canva, Presenti AI. This is the tool among any AI I used for presentation. This is the best because the templates are not like super basic. They are interesting, and you can create something on your own. And the part where you can edit, it's similar to any like PowerPoint or Canva. So it's like let's say you can manage. Yeah. So I think like because these tools are the most important in my work, I would say so far. But also like the tool you're ignoring, it's your brain, and the best way sometimes to use it is to shut it down, to give it some peace of mind, some rest. And why the best ideas come up in the shower, because yes, you're not doing anything, you're just not even thinking much, and then bingo, that's why, because your mind is in peace. So please don't ignore that tool as well.
Yeah. So amazing. So if I have summarized in the list of the tools you use usually, so you use Notion, you use Perplexity, and you use Facebook Ad Library, and you use uh, what Google, Google Ads, Google Analytics, Facebook Analytics, and what else?
Did you mention Canva?
Yeah, Canva is the most important.
Yes, and Presenti AI.
Presently, yeah.
Yeah, Presenti AI. And also, maybe it's worth of mention, the resource that is recording every my call is Nota AI. Nota, and also I know that there are Meet AI or Fire Files. There are a lot of them. I'm personally using the Nota because it exports data like from the call straight to Notion.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it has
amazing.
a button, yeah, just to convert to Notion, and I get everything. So, yeah, and I think, yeah, we mentioned everything.
Yeah, amazing. So these are the best tools she is using in her marketing agency to like in 2026 to help her clients in a best way. So these tools, you if you are not using, you should try it. I'm enjoying the podcast a lot, and we have less time now, but still, I really want to ask some questions which are really important. It's okay if we pass few, but these are really important. Guys, maybe you also experience this thing that most of our clients, like not the established businesses, but the small businesses or medium businesses or startups, they don't understand that they have strategy or not. They think they have, but they don't have strategy at all, or they don't think that social media is important, or sometimes they have some really crazy question that, okay, how much should be the ad spend, give me exact number, and tell me that how much will be, like, I will be getting the leads, or how much I can make. Like, how you can tell the in the first call, or how you can tell in the first meeting, I don't understand. But I will ask this question from this expert. She will be guiding us that how she manage such clients.
Yeah, of course, I get that a lot. But
So
first
there are two questions in one question. Yes.
yeah. Let me answer this last question. Because like when someone asks you how much can I make, like, and when, and how much budget, whatever. First of all, okay, guy, there is a benchmark you can
Have
check.
you experienced ever like
Of
clients
course,
start,
like
tell me
yes.
number, tell me number. How I can
Yes.
tell number?
I mean, if you want me to lie to you, I can tell you the number. But I don't want to be lying to you. Okay, I can check benchmark. Then we can run test ads. So, for example, like we check the benchmark first. For example, approximate budget for your niche in this field is like $20 per day, let's say. So we run few ads and we see how it goes. at least for a few weeks, or it's better even for 1 month to make an adjustment. And after 1 month, we have our own benchmark, and here we can tell. But actually, of course, we can improve. Of course, we can tell him, okay, but you're not running your social media, and if we will, it will improve or whatever. But anyhow, you can get the picture for now. For at this moment, you have this picture, this amount of budget brings you this amount of clients, even if it's one. And it's really important to not go below the benchmark. For example, in Google Ads, you have like, let's say $400, it's minimum per month. It's like just bare minimum, and you will be praying for leads. Of course, sometimes with time, if your expert if is running ads for you constantly, he can achieve a better results at less budget. But if you're just starting, it's really crucial you invest and see the picture, and invest as much as the experts saying you to invest. Uh, and come on, like, you're not drinking champagne if you're not risking. Yeah, so you have to risk that amount of budget at least for 1 or 2 months to check the ground first. Then you get the numbers. If you want the numbers from me right now, please go to ChatGPT. I'm not the person. I'm about trustworthy and reliable data. So if I don't have benchmark data, I'm offering the test. And of course, it's painful in terms of the cost, but do you want the truth or not? It's like that. Yeah, so
And another question was that, the most businesses or business owners thinks that they are doing great thing, but they are not actually. So how to convince them that they must need strategy?
because first of all, they have to understand that content plan is not strategy, and your monthly to-do list, it's not the strategy. And I mean, every like channel you're running, even every channel you're running, like every social media, and you're like have a content plan there, a paid ads plan, it's not also the strategy, because the strategy has to answer a few questions. How does this make money for you? And where are the money in this market? Also, it's a really tricky question. No one actually can answer. And can you explain your brand positioning in one sentence in 30 seconds? No one can do that. But if you cannot, how you expect your target audience to get that, to understand that? So if you're not settled in this, there are a lot of questions. But if you're not settled there, it means that you're doing a lot of actions, a lot of activity just to keep you and your team busy. And because of this feeling, you have the feeling that you have a strategy. But strategy, it's not the feeling. Strategy, it's a document that answers every question that needs to be answered. In marketing, it's where are the money in this market? Who are my target audience, and how am I attracting them? And if I'm having a content plan, why exactly these creatives have to attract the audience? And also, if I'm running this social media, why this social media? Please check if your target audience is even in Instagram, because oftenly people coming to you and saying, okay, I need TikTok. Then do your target audience watch TikTok? Okay, then I need YouTube. So, but
Or
you
like
have to be
seriously,
sure,
yeah.
yeah. But it's not like I'm not coming up with this. It's day-to-day reality, and I understand that you see the trend and see that okay, YouTube Shorts now are on fire, so I have to do that. But check if your target audience is in there. So the strategy, it's a document with also execution plan, like when I'm posting what kind of campaign I'm testing, how many hypotheses I need to test this month and next month to get the results, and what kind of numbers I want to achieve. It's also KPIs. And it's not about how many reach, likes, or followers you get. It's how much money make you.
Yeah. So, do you believe in this sentence that marketing, including the paid marketing or the organic marketing, is actually positioning your brand in people's brain? So that's how your complete strategy should evolve. Like, means your content should talk that way, or format should be like this way. So at the end, you can achieve that position in people, your target audience mind, the way you want. Like, is it?
I think not exactly, because your positioning, it's not only in social media, because if in social media you have one position, let's say super caring and helpful, and then people come into your direct messages and manager answering like yes, no
No,
question.
I'm just talking as a whole. Like, you should think your company as a person,
Yeah.
your brand as a person. So a person has a, like, even privately, I will be talking soft if I'm soft.
Yeah.
So it's the DM. I will be talking soft if my personality is soft, and if not, then like pretending and like from like social media only, that will be like confusing itself. Like you are not authentic because you are talking this thing on website, you are talking this thing on social media, you are talking on the different platform like this thing. So like it's so confusing
Yeah,
then.
it has to has one DNA, one positioning. Exactly. You have to you should can like explain your positioning in one sentence in 30 seconds so everyone can understand that. And then you have to ensure that every social media, every channel that you have, your website, everything is aligned in this positioning. And also your managers who are speaking to clients, yourself if you're speaking to clients, your gift cards, whatever, it has to have one DNA because it's one person, one personality. And when you have that, um, after time, it takes time, people start to get that. Please be patient because marketing is not about quick results. It's a long-term results, and this is actually the difference because founders looking for short-term solution. And as we were talking privately, that founder when he decided that he wants to run social media and he's ready to explore his opportunities in the promotion, he hires one social media manager, probably the cheaper one, who is can like manage everything, and then he's putting all of the responsibility of his business on this one person. So and then you expect results and asking where are my clients, but this person, this small person, is managing only your social media, and your strategy is a whole tree of opportunities, meetings, offline, online. It's like a lot. So please, like, if you want to run it correctly, first ask these questions as we were discussing inside the strategy. Do you have your business goals? What are your business goals? Your unit economy? Do your job on analytics. Speak to your customers, and also came up with the positioning. And it's also crucial that not a marketer is telling you about your positioning. Your positioning is your job. You have to understand why should they buy from you, and then the marketer is helping you to shape this, not vice versa. Not the marketer saying who you are. You have to know who you are.
Thank you so much, Pauline. Actually, I enjoyed talking to you and I learned a lot. And I know my audience learned a lot, but it's time up. Our guy needs to go home.
Yeah, sure. Sorry
So,
for
yeah.
keeping him.
But I know that this is really interesting overall episode. Means I. I strongly believe that overall episode is really interesting for everyone, and they will not be getting bored while watching us for a long time.
Yeah.
So, how you are feeling? Have you enjoyed this all session?
I'm so enjoyed. Really, it's a first podcast actually that will came live, and I'm so grateful to you because it was a really nice experience, and you understand me. You speak
you.
my language. You understand all of the pains, and I feel like, I'm just like chatting with my friends, and
Yeah, so
it's super
girly talk.
comfortable. Yes, exactly. And also want to tell that there is really a lot of information,
Yeah.
and if it's okay, I can share with your followers some, let's say, some document that can help them.
Yeah, yes, why
Because
not? Why not?
as a lead magnet that we have,
Yeah.
if you type system, the word system in Brown Agency Instagram, you will get a checklist, whether you have system or not, and what should you start with in this system in building your good strategy. So I'm giving this information, of course, for free, nothing like I'm not, I really want you guys to succeed and to make these first steps without mistakes I made.
So, guys, don't forget to follow her on her social media, and don't forget to write a system in her DM so she can send you and you can learn for free of cost for sure. And thank you so much. I will be just closing down. Is there any last advice you want to tell in 30 seconds only for the marketing guys only?
Unfortunately, you have to know everything. So check the ground first. And if you're not the expert in any field and you want to hire someone and to delegate and to forget about this question, unfortunately, this will bite you in future. So you have to really ask questions. Why am I doing that? And as much questions as you ask along your way, you will be an expert yourself. So no one can fool you and you can really achieve your goals.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you
thank you
very
so much,
much.
guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you want the same guest again in next episode, because we have limited time and we need to close this one, but if you want to have more questions and we couldn't answer you, just please comment below or send me the DM so I can request her again or invite her again, and we can have another session or episode with together, and I can ask the exact question what my audience want to ask. This was the surprise guest for today. So yeah, I asked the question whatever I think that we could ask from her, but the next questions can be yours. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye.